Well, we are at the start of a brand new year, and if you are anything like me, at the start of a new year, you always think to yourself, oh, I gotta buckle down, I gotta make a list of to-dos, I gotta set some goals, I gotta accomplish those goals, all that kind of stuff. Hi, my name is Baciocco. I'm a puppeteer, a podcaster, and a creator, and on this channel, I talk about creativity, my approach to creativity, and much more. At the end of 2018, I took a workshop called The Creative Path by Capes Coaching, and this workshop is sort of designed for creative people like myself to help them set goals and then accomplish those goals in a very smart way. Now, one thing that came out of that workshop was the importance of planning out your week. And in order to plan out your week, you need sort of a date book or a journal to track all those plans in. Now, I searched for a lot of different journals online, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos about journals and journal layouts, and I think I finally narrowed down a journal layout that works for me. I had 3 requirements for the layout. First, I wanted to see the whole week without having to flip pages. So I needed the whole week on 1 or 2 pages so that I could lay it out, see the whole week, and plan out my week. Secondly, I wanted there to be enough room for check boxes for sort of daily habit things, things like taking vitamins or exercising or stuff like that. I wanted to make space for little check boxes in there on every single day so I could check those off as the week progressed. And the third thing is I wanted it to be flexible, so I wasn't tied to pages that already have pre-printed dates on them. Now, that last requirement is because, well, I know me, right? And I will get busy with things, and a week or 2 weeks or sometimes 3 weeks will go by, and I haven't updated my weekly plan. Whether I'm working or working on a project or whatever, sometimes that slips away. I didn't want there to be empty pages in a journal that I wouldn't use. Now, after a lot of searching, I think I have found a layout that works for me. It's a layout that I've used for a couple years now, and I'd love to show it to you. So let's head on over to the table and we can check it out. So this is my weekly planning journal here, and if we open it up, you can see that the brand name is a Lecterm, I think that's how you say that, 1917. I'll have a link to this journal in the notes so you can check it out. But if we open up to a layout page here, now I always keep index cards in my journal, and I will talk about these in a future video. But this is sort of the layout that I do. You can see that I have sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces here. I break the weekend up because usually the weekends are a little bit lighter, not always. If my weekends got a little bit heavier, I'd probably have to figure some other layout here. But I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I usually plan out my week on Sundays, so that's why I start on Monday. And you can see I have space in here for to-dos, and then I have little check boxes that I can check that are the same for each thing. So it's exercise, vitamins. The T is for TikTok, because back when I made this layout page, I was trying to post 1 TikTok a day, but I don't really follow that anymore. I try to post content every week, so that would not be on there. And then I have a W because I do like to step on the scale and weigh myself so I can track how healthy or unhealthy that I am. This is the layout. Now you can see that this notebook just has dots on it. Like, there's no lines. I had tried line once before, but you remember I said, like, I didn't want to be tied to pages, tied to numbers, and anything like that. I just got this little notebook ruler. This actually fits into the pouch at the back of the notebook, and I just use a Papermate Inkjoy Gel 0.5 pen. You can thank my wife for me using these. My wife is a pen fanatic, and I've tried a lot of her pens, and this one is my favorite. I'm just basically a black pen guy, but these are the best that I have found. Okay, let's set up a new layout. So that's pretty much the layout there. Now I have my full week at a glance. And what I can do is I can start filling in appointments. So today, when I'm filming this, is Friday, January 3rd, 2025. And I told myself that I was going to film these videos for the channel at 2 p.m. So I just kind of roughly guesstimate where 2 p.m. would be. So I could put 2 p.m. film videos for YouTube. And tomorrow I have a workshop that starts at 7 a.m. and goes through 3 p.m. So I'm going to put those right there next to each other. And it is a Path Class workshop. You get a little cramped in the Saturday and Sunday, but that is fine. So one thing that's cool about this layout and doing it in a a journal that doesn't have anything in it is, like for tomorrow when I take this workshop, I can use these next couple pages to take notes on, and then on Sunday night I can draw a new layout that's a couple pages later. So that makes this notebook even more versatile than if it just had this weekly layout throughout the whole thing. It can also be a weekly layout and then notes, and these notes can refer back to things that happened during the week. Another thing you can do, and I've kind of toyed with this, but it sort of doesn't work for me, is on one page before your weekly layout, you can write out the dates for the whole month. So that way, if you have a vacation or a big job coming up, you can block out those dates and go, oh, this big important thing is happening here, or it's a birthday. I tried that for a little while, but that didn't work for me. Just seeing this one page, having this journal on the desk like this really helps me plan out my week. Now, I know this layout is not groundbreaking. This is nothing new. In fact, right before I recorded this video, I found a journal that you can buy that does everything that I'm doing in my layout. And yes, I ordered one. I also understand you do have to have the time in order to sit down and create the journal layout. I usually do have time to do that on Sundays, which for me is a great time to plan out your week. So I know that doesn't work for everybody, but it works for me. And as we start this new year, I'm excited to hop back into planning each week and getting some goals set for the new year, and I have a whole new weekly layout to get it done. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have a link to the Creative Path by Capes Coaching in the notes below, as well as a link to the type of journal that this is. Thanks for checking in. Bye.